Good evening, champions. It's Ghosty. Just got to Download Fest 2012. It's a bit of a change from the normal, I've got to admit. Usually when we get here it's like really sunny and really hot, t-shirt and short weather, but this time it's absolutely pissing down with rain. It weren't even like raining that long before we got here, but just to give you an example, usually from the car park to the campsite it's a 20-minute walk tops, but this time with how thick the mud, it was at least 8 inches of mud on when you got to the campsites, especially in the village. It took us just over 2 hours to get from car to campsite. Ridiculously bad, but yeah, we're set up now. I don't know if you'll be able to see this shit. All the snacks and shit. We've got a crate of Magners and stuff like that. And I'm changed. I'm actually, you know what, I feel so much better after I've changed my clothes and just refreshed a bit, chilled out. I've sat down, like I've logged on at the WoW app and speak to the guys and girls, see what they're up to. They're all having fun and that. In fact, I can hear like some flint being hit outside. I think Mrs. Ghost is cooking my tea. But let's check that out. I think Freebird's playing as well on the download radio. She is in fact cooking my dinner. That is next level barbecue lighting manoeuvres. Bless her. But yeah, not much else going on at the minute. So, the more that unfolds, the more bands that we see and stuff like that, I'll keep it updated and I'll put it into one video. So you have fun, take care, peace. There's nowhere to run, no place to tango, nowhere you can hide, where you won't be found. There's no place on earth where you could lay low, wherever you are, I will track you down. There's no way in hell I will let you be, let you just get off and walk out on me. There's no way on earth hell will have to freeze. A lot of filler videos purely because my battery drained like a bastard on my phone and I refused to pay. It was between £10 and £15 to charge it, so I didn't have any filler videos between the bands. Totally my fault, I will totally admit it. It was like as soon as I upgraded my Warcraft app to talk to guild chat and manage my auctions, everywhere I go now, that's all I do. And that drained my battery life in the tent. But anyway, that's the reason why it's flat. That's the reason why I've got no filler. But just really quickly, a rundown. It was like a rainbow weekend. On one end of the rainbow, had an amazing time. Saw all the bands that I wanted to see. Had fun in the fields. Had fun with the crowd. It was a good bit of ruckus in all the campsites and things like that. Just walking to and from, seeing everyone having a good laugh, like festival atmosphere as it should be. On the flip side was the weather. And just, I mean, that initial trip, like I talked about earlier on, is I wanted to come home, basically. That was just it. I'd never been in a situation where I thought, no, I could have gladly just done my shit and come home. But regardless, we got through that, and then as soon as I got into my tent, got myself changed, I was ready for it then. But yeah, I'll keep it brief, like, because I've got to actually head to Preach's in a minute and sort this out. But yeah, let's talk about the highs and lows of the bands. We went to see a couple of bands on each day, the Friday, the Saturday and the Sunday. Primarily I went to see Killswitch Engage on the Saturday. It was the return of Jesse, the original lead singer. They were awesome. My favourite band of all the weekend, now this might be a little controversial. Obviously I'm not going to say Killswitch, they're my favourite band, it's very biased. One of my favourites was Chasing Status. They were really, really impressive. They was like basically what Pendulum did in 2009. They just pulled in such a massive crowd and gave an awesome performance, and Chasing Status did that this year. And another one is, I've always dodged their music because it's not been my thing, but Steel Panther, they were absolutely amazing. They were funny, they had the crowd going, you know, they had obviously the 80s gimmick, but the actual quality of like the vocals and the band itself, they were really, really good. Now, comes with the downside. The worst band, bar none for me, some who were there might disagree, was Tenacious D. They were one of the main bands that I wanted to see, but it just seemed for the first, 40 minutes or so, they were plugging the new album, which has already been voted one of the worst albums of this year. They didn't play any big numbers that people could have joined in. I mean, like, I could be wrong, I'm not in this industry, but I'm always for the imagination that you play one song to get the crowd really, you know, you've arrived, this is us, this is what you know us for, boom, this is a big song. And then, you know, you throw in a couple of new ones, but you always keep the crowd interested, do you know what I mean? But no, they've played, I mean, the only one song that I've heard that I like off the new album is called Roadie. That's a pretty cool song, but I think that's because the video link with Danny McBride, that's a funny video, it's a really good song, but it just seemed like the end of it, like right until the very end, I'm just going to switch hands again, until right at the very end, they played all their new album, and I was just really upset by that. I mean, there's a couple of other people that I've never listened to or follow per se that I wanted to go and watch. Me like Black Sabbath on the Sunday. That was like the merch that I got. They didn't have no Killswitch t-shirt, so I got a Black Sabbath t-shirt. There's another reason why I got this designer Black Sabbath t-shirt, so answer that if you can. It's a completely geek reason, like, and I'm sure a lot of you know. But there was a lot of things, I mean, like Soundgarden, Megadeth, I mean, Metallica, let's not be honest. Metallica, James Hetfield's the only frontman that I can think of where he doesn't like ooze swagger on the stage, but he's just instantly respected. He's a fucking amazing frontman. He gets the crowd going with the little snippets of just like swagger, not like, you know, cheap pop. Is everybody alright? Thank you for being in Donnington and all this shit. No, he's just really good. Machine Head. I'm not a big Machine Head fan. I obviously know the main released stuff that they did, the mainstream things. Their set was amazing, and I'm actually sat on my computer now, recording this, trying to find their set list so that I can find the albums and stuff that they played from, because I was fucking really into it. Biffy Clyro, they were good. Rise Against. We saw Kids in Glass Houses, because that's who my girlfriend likes, and apparently we got to it's called the guest area. It's not VIP, but it's just nicer toilets, nicer bars. You don't have to buy tokens and shit. And there was a couple of band members in there, and there was the lead singer from Kids in Glass Houses, he was in there. Told my girlfriend to go and get a picture with him. She said no, and then we came back down the day later, and she's like, oh, she's gonna have a picture now. It's too late now, bitch. But another main one for me, I think probably I'd say third favourite live was Slash and Miles Kennedy from Alter Bridge. Slash, he obviously delivers on the guitar, but Miles Kennedy's vocals are amazing. He's really good. I mean, I could go up and down all this all day, but obviously I'm not a festival or music critic. It's just a highlight of the festival. Really good weekend. I think if you came on the Friday but you stayed for the weekend, just going to swap hands again. If you came for the Friday, stayed for the weekend, and you muscled through that weather on Sunday, we had glorious sun all day. Totally worth it. It was kind of like a gift, basically. You've put so much shit, have some sunshine, and we did. I'm going to try and fit into this, if Preach will do it for me, some pictures. There was actually there was tents completely submerged underwater from the Friday. It was that bad in torrential rain. It was absolute. Imagine, you know, the intro of Conan where he's walking through the sand, pushing the bar for 30 years. That's what it was like going from car to tent. It was fucking ridiculous. But anyway, weekend's over. Awesome weekend. Nice bit of tent to finish with. Black Sabbath t-shirt. Probably the last time you'll be able to see Black Sabbath in the UK, rumour has it. So we stayed for them. Ozzy Osbourne, is everybody alright? You know, fucking mentalist. Well, that was cool anyway. So I'll cut that there. I'll no doubt run into Preach and finish him with the end of this video. So we'll speak to you. Just got to Preach's now. I've actually not even pulled up yet, and he's already at my door with Ben. Bless him. There's a dog cock for you to have a look at on YouTube. What a knobhead. Sweet as shit. It's always like them. He's obviously my best mate and stuff like that. I've known him a long time. It's always like that. That scene in Scrubs with JD and Turk when he comes back up, he's like, Turk! Bless him. Well, yeah, let's go and get this video edited. See a lot of you. We'll get back on the web show this weekend. And hopefully see you all then. Say hiya.
Hiya.
Say hiya.
Hiya, you look brown.
Thanks.
You do look brown.
I do look brown, don't I? It's been shit, hasn't it?
Sunburn.
One day of sun, mate.
Ben's got loads of tricks to show you.
He has got loads of tricks.
Do you know what? He looks so much healthier now.
Does he look bigger?
Yeah. Just darting around and stuff like that now.
Yeah. He's got agility